Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite girl, Imani Bailey, and we're going to get right into this video. No time wasting. Grab yourself a glass of wine. I have I'm trying to remember, it is from Mendoza Station from Mendoza, Argentina, and it is a 2020 Sauvignon Blanc. Oh, okay, so there are three rules to this before we even jump into the questions. Rule number one is you have to have a pen and paper. I want you to write down your answers. Yes, I said write down your answers. Rule number two is grab yourself a glass of wine, a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, something to drink to put you at ease. And rule number three is please, 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 I beg, do not lie to yourself, okay? So I'll answer these questions very open and honest. All right, let's get right into it. Question number one is, are you happy in this relationship that you are in? Are you happy? These are all yes or no questions with an exception of one, okay? With the exception of one of the questions. Question number two is, with the way he acts and responds and his mannerisms right now, if he were to propose to you, would you be the happiest girl in the world? In the current climate and how he acts and everything that entails, if he were to propose to you, would you be the happiest girl in the world? Question number three. Oh, let me give y'all a second to answer. Question number three. If you were pregnant right now, knowing how much trauma the body endures for pregnancy, having a baby, if you're a black woman, you already know. If you were pregnant right now, would you be the happiest, most stress-free pregnant woman ever? Like, do you feel that you will be the most stress-free, happiest pregnant woman ever if you were pregnant with his child right now? Yes or no? Question number four. If you had a newborn baby, and you look at your baby girl, your baby boy, right? I want you to imagine this. If you had a newborn baby with this person, would this person be the father that you want your child to have? Would your child be lucky to have this person as a father? Yes or no? Question number five. Think back to a time when you were a little girl. And even if you do have a father, if you don't have a father, but think back to the time when you were a little girl. I want you to close your eyes and think back to the time you were a little girl. Is this person the type of father that you would have wished you would have had? Or that, yeah. So close your eyes and think about that. Is the person you're dating right now the type of father that you wish you would have had as a little girl? Yes or no? Question number six. Does this person make you feel heard, safe, and protected? Does this person make you feel safe, heard? Why I say it in a different way? Does this person make you feel heard, safe, and protected? Question number seven. I gotta get a glass. Question number seven. Will this person push you to break generational curses in your family? For an example, if you have a generational curse of addiction or any type of generational curses in your family, would this person help push that away? Would he in turn break the cycle of generational curses within your family? Babies out of wedlock is a generational curse as well. Question number 8. Will this person help break statistical bondage? So, will you be a statistic with this man? Yes or no? Will you be a statistic with this man? Now, if you're a black woman watching this, there are different statistics for us. So I want y'all to look that up, to research that. Will you be a statistic with this man? Question number 9. Does he make deposits into you? If you were an ATM, does he walk up to you and just withdraw? Or does he walk up to you and deposits? Does he make deposits into you, or are you drained? Do you feel drained? So, does he make deposits into you? Yes or no? It's question number 9. Number 10. Do you wholeheartedly think that you can do better than this person? I'm not putting the person down, but do you wholeheartedly think that you could find a man that will treat you better than this person? Yes or no? Question number 11. Do you love yourself? Question number 11 is, do you love yourself? Okay. Question number 12 is he consistently there for you? Is he consistently there for you? Does he bring out the best in you? Does he bring out the best in you? Question number 14. Do you all's values align? Do you all's values align? I want you to really think about that question, because a lot of girls just say yes and y'all values don't really align, sis. I've been there. And remember the rules. You cannot lie to yourself during this exercise. And lastly, can you successfully input his name into this phrase and it ring true? Okay? Can you successfully input his name into this phrase and will it ring true? Almost 98% of the time. Okay, like 95% of the time. I'm gonna read it out loud. I wanted to harp on that for a little bit, because once I read this, I'm gonna need y'all to be very honest with yourself. Okay. So you gotta fill his names into the blank, okay? So I'm just gonna say blank. I'm gonna read it out and say blank. Blank is patient. Blank is kind. Blank does not envy. Blank does not boast. Blank is not proud. Blank does not dishonor others. Blank is not self-seeking. Blank is not easily angered. Blank keeps no records of wrongs. Blank does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. Blank always protects. Blank always trusts. Blank always hopes. Always preserve. Okay? And I'm going to read the real verse. But I'm going to challenge you to go back and to read this and to input the person who you're with into this. And if this does not ring true, 90% of the time, 95% of the time, put down no for this answer, okay? Okay, so you write down all your answers, girl, sis. You write down all your answers. And like I said, do not lie to yourself. You clicked on this video. You sat through this video. I'm very proud of you. That probably was not easy. When I did this for myself, it was not easy at all. It was not easy for me. But I had to stop lying to myself. And that last one and a couple of the ones about my unborn children, I already got into mommy mode. And if I felt like the person who I was with could not take care and be there and be the best father I know that they could be to my unborn children and break generational curses that I don't want anymore, then I ultimately had to end it. And I don't want to say I came up with all these questions myself. Most of them I did. But I remember I was in the last point in my relationship, even before I get to that. I don't have an answer for you. You have the answer already. You have the answer. You've just been lying to yourself, sis. But from looking at these responses to my questions, you can even go back to this video, refer to this, and write down these questions, and anybody you come in contact with or start dating, answer these questions. But you have the answer within yourself, and I wanted you to write these down, these answers down. I wanted you to see this because I wanted you to know that deep down inside you know what's best for you, but you are holding on to what is in your heart. A foolish person only follows their heart, and I've been there before. My heart was telling me one thing, and my mind and my logic and in my spirit was telling me a whole nother thing, and I was at war with the both of them. They were at war, and it was very, very, very draining, you all. It was so draining. A little, like, just a small little story. I remember I was like just very emotionally drained in the last like part of my relationship. And I remember venting to one of my friends, like always, and I was crying. I was crying, and it broke my friend's heart. He was just like, I never, like, why are you crying? Like, he was like, sis, you're like the baddest bee. Like, why are you crying? But he literally looked me in my eyes and was like, if you had a child with this person right now, if you was pregnant right now, like, would you be like the most stress-free pregnant lady ever? Like, would you feel happy? And when he said that, I was like, oh my gosh, no. And then he was like, and what if you had a newborn baby, like, on your, he made it worse, but he was like, what if you had a newborn baby, like, on your tit while he's acting like this? How would that make you feel for your child? And when he asked me that, I knew right then and there that I already knew that my head and my logic already knew that I was not with the person that I needed to be with. We were not equally yoked. We did not have the same values, but because my heart was so involved and I was so invested and I loved him so much that, you know, I felt like I couldn't get out of it. I saw his potential. But when my friend said that to me, it's something snapped in me. I was in pure mommy mode over a child that I didn't have yet. But it just made me think, like, I don't want to subject my child to any generational curse or anything that I had to go through. Like, I'm pushing forward and I'm breaking the cycle, but the person who I'm with has to do that as well. So I really love y'all so much. I hope and I pray that y'all really took something from this video. It's crazy because it's Tuesday. Y'all know I upload on Wednesdays. And I was like, I have nothing to upload. Like, I don't know what to upload. And, like, the Lord really just put this on my heart that somebody really needed to hear these questions. Somebody needed to hear this. And I love y'all so much. Always have the strength and the courage. If you don't have the strength and the courage, ask God for the strength and the courage. And He will be granted that to do what needs to be done. And like I always say, stay true to yourselves.